So this is my figure drawing sketchbook. I keep different sketchbooks for different things, and this one happens to be for figure drawing, specifically only female bodies. I don't know why it ended up that way, but that's just how it ended up. And this book is it's from Muji. It's not like a sketchbook, it's just a double wired notebook, plain. I don't know, it was like $3 or something. And then I put some stickers on it. Here we have my spring 2021 drawings. I started the sketchbook for my drawing class, and that was when school was online. We would do Zoom calls and we would have this one model. So yeah, we would just draw her over the call. So that was my first experience in our school. This is the same model. For this class, he kind of wanted us to experiment and stuff, so I used marker for these. I used pen a little bit here, you can see. I think I started in pen and then I traced over in marker because I wasn't comfortable with the lines yet, as you can see. Here we have a little pencil drawing. And then here we have this one. I did this one in marker, and this is her cat. Her cat was walking around. I think it was here at first, and then it moved, so I had to redraw. Oh, I also added some highlights in white marker here. I really like how this one turned out. This one turned out really cute. Same model. Here's her cat again. And then I did this one in pen. I used a Muji pen for this one too, I think. I remember the pen. I think this is the same model. It doesn't really look like her. This was a longer pose, so I chose to do it in pencil and do just a portrait. And then this was when I started doing it just in marker, and I started doing a darker marker and then going in with a lighter marker for shadows. And I still do that now. I ended up really liking that method. These are all like a few minutes, I think, not any longer than 10 for sure, at least altogether. I don't really remember, because this was a year ago at this point. Same model again. I really like how this one turned out. The shape is really nice. This one's okay. I ended up taking these into Procreate and just like cleaning up the edges and moving some details around just so I could fix it. He wanted us to draw the model, and then he wanted us to draw the skeleton inside the model, because this was my second semester in art school, and the previous semester we only worked with anatomy. And then in my second semester we started doing actual live models, although online, but still live models, and he wanted us to insert the skeleton. So here we have her skeleton. This is definitely not accurate. The one thing I hate is ribs, because I'm not going to draw each individual rib. Here you can see I just did it in like some light pencil marks. Same thing here. We had to draw, I drew her in pen this time, and then in a pink pen I drew her skeleton. I think I drew like 20 ribs in this one. I use this website, I think it's called Art Model Tips or Art Model Posers or something like that, I don't remember. But I sometimes do drawings from that website, and I think this is from that. I did this one in pencil, I just wanted to practice some shading. This is the second model that we had for the class. Here I started going in with more intense shading. I got a little bit more comfortable. So here we have this kind of stuff. I drew them upside down sometimes because I wanted them to fit on one page. So here's more of that. She did a lot of seated poses as well. She had like props, I guess you could call them. The other model didn't really use props. Here, like for this one, for example, she had this chair and this little thing, so I ended up drawing those. And I started practicing drawing the shadow. I really enjoyed the idea of blocking, so I would just kind of do this one big shadow area. That was exciting. Here's her again. I did a little bit of foreshortening in this one. I really like how this one ended up. I like this area here, this leg, because I did the lightest markers and then I built up on that, so you can kind of see blending a little bit. But the markers I used, they're just really cheap markers, so they don't actually blend very well. That's kind of the effect that it ended up having, kind of overlay. This is the same model again. This one's in pen, and then I did the marker thing again. This is the third model that we had. I think I did this in pencil, and then I didn't like it, so I did it over in marker. This one wore like costumes and stuff. This was a fur leopard hat, and this was some kind of plushy toy, I remember. This is the same model. This doesn't look like her, but I really like how this drawing ended up. Here's the hat. You can see the leopard print here. I really like the texture I had. I did cross hatching here for the shadows. I really like how that ended up. Here we were looking at the model, and he wanted us to do one part of the body and then the rest of it as a skeleton. I did her upper body for this one, and then I still drew her body, you can see in pencil, because I wanted to map out where the skeleton would go. Here we have the second model again. I did this one in pencil. I didn't go dark enough for the values here, I see. This is the first model again. Here's both of her cats in this shot. This was clearly a very fast drawing. Maybe we only had like a minute for this one. This is the third model. Again, she wore a lot of costumes. Here's some random guy I drew in, unrelated. This is the only man in this book, I think. Don't really know why I added him in there. I just wanted to fill up space because for the part of the sketchbook that was for school, I ended up leaving a lot of empty space. I didn't like that, so as I kept doing the sketchbook, I went back and drew over the empty space. Here was me trying out colored markers just to experiment a little. This is the second model again. This I did in like a fine tip marker. I lost it. I would like to use it again, but I don't know where it went. I did a little bit of hatching for the shadows here. Oh, here's the second model again. Here she wore a costume, so that was really cute. This one turned out really cute. I tried to do like intense shadows and I kind of ended up ruining her face a little bit, but I still like it. I just like the thickness of the lines that the marker gives. I really, really like this one. And then here's the third model again. She wore a costume as well. Here she had a hat and a cup. I like this pose, but her leg kind of comes off the page, and here her foot comes off the page. And this is the third model again. As you can see, more props. I did this one in full color, so that was my first time doing it in full color, just to try it out. So I used a light peach color, and then a yellow, and this darker peach color, and then this brownish color, and then a black. And they don't really blend together, but it's fine. This is the second model again. I did her in color. Nothing too exciting about these. I'm not super comfortable with color when it comes to something like this, just because we were only given a few minutes for it. If I had to get it done in that time frame, so if I didn't get it done, then I can't go back into it because I don't remember what the color looked like. This is the last pose. I guess it didn't fit here, so I did a whole page, and you can see there's just empty space. And I don't like that. But yeah, so that was the end of the semester, as you can see. And then after that, I pretty much stopped sketching, which was unfortunate. And then I had a newfound love for figure drawing out of nowhere. And so spring 2022, a whole year later, I started doing figure drawings again. You can see some faces underneath. These were from some weird TikTok challenge thing. So I just wanted to draw some people on TikTok. And then I was like, oh, you know, I kind of miss sketching. And so I started figure drawing again. So here we have some figure drawings. Same thing with the marker, but I just did one darker color and then one lighter color for the shadows. Similar concepts here. I did these in pen and then I used emoji highlighter for the shadows here. Here I did some in gray. It says 15 seconds, so little 15-second poses. Oh, I wrote the model down here. This is at TNKMax on Instagram. I think she takes up a majority of the sketchbook. Thank you to all the models that are willing to post on social media for me to use as reference. Although there are some websites, but a few of my favorite ones have shut down for whatever reason. This is the same model. Here was me getting back into figure drawing. I wasn't very comfortable with it at this point because it had been so long since I did them. So it's just very simple. Here we have some more poses. Here we have me trying color again. It didn't really work out very well because as you can see, the markers kind of bleed. Oh, also, because this sketchbook is not an actual sketchbook, it's just like a emoji book, I use this little thing. I don't even know what this is, but I put it underneath the page so it doesn't bleed onto the next page because as you can see, it does bleed. And that's why I can't really draw on both sides. I end up drawing in like a gray or a different color so I can use the sketchbook to its full capacity instead of just doing, like here you can see I did it in purple and it doesn't bleed through because this is highlighter. Yeah, so here we have more of the same model. This one turned out pretty nice. I like the shape of this one. This one I messed up a little bit, you can see. Yeah, I was just trying to get back into it very slowly. But yeah, you can see the quality of these markers is really not good. They don't blend at all. Don't know what's going on with this one. Here we have more. You can see me getting a little bit more comfortable. Here the lines seem more clear. I'm doing some shadow again. That's exciting. Oh, here was me doing color again. This is a different model. I didn't write down the name for whatever reason. So here, I just found this one on Instagram. I just wanted to do a few quick little poses. Here, this is the same one, but I did it in black and white. I was more comfortable with this one, I think because I did it in gray first. You can see this peeking out. I did it in gray and then I traced over in black, which is why this one looks kind of cleaner than this one. Yeah, you can see like here with the foot I messed up a little bit. I used the flat side of the markers just so I can not focus on the details, so it was really fun. I kind of blocked out this shape and this shape. Here we go, another model. This is not my favorite page in the book, but it's all about experimenting, so it's fine. Here we go again with the same first model. And here you can see me getting a lot more comfortable. You can see that the lines aren't really separated. I might have just done this in one swoop. Yeah, so the shape turned out really nice here and here as well. I was trying to practice exaggeration of the lines and stuff. I really, really like this one. I love how this one turned out. I love this shape. Isn't it so cute? We can see me getting a lot better. What I did with these is I did it in gray and then the darkest gray. And then when I liked it, I traced over it in black just for cleanliness. Yeah, these turned out really nice. I really like these. So from here onwards, I really like the sketches. So practice makes perfect, everyone. Here I did some in gray. Don't know why I didn't trace over these, but I guess I just want to do something fast. Same model. Here you can see I did it in gray and then traced over it in black again. You can kind of see the gray peeking out. Here we have this again. You can see the gray. And here as well. And I kind of just blocked out the shadows while I was doing it as well, and then I went back in with the black. Now, and here are some reference photos from Pinterest of a schoolgirl. This one is like really squished down. I guess she didn't fit. It's so funny. Look at this one. She's just like really not right. This one's really cute. Look at this line. That's so nice. Why doesn't this one have a face? I don't know. I did this one in a similar way where I built up the values. Here we have the same girl again. Some seated poses for this one. These turned out pretty cute. Very simple, very nice. Oh, and here was a pose. There was like a whole pose sheet. This goes on for 2 pages. These two are kind of connected, I guess, where she was doing a kick. And these were really fun. I didn't outline them in black, but these I just did with the pen straight on, so that was really fun. I was getting more comfortable, so I kind of just did it with the pen, didn't worry too much about it, and they turned out really nice. She doesn't have a belly button. That's okay. I wish I paid more attention. This should have been first, and then this second, and this third. But I just did it in like a random order, and I'm really annoyed about it, because if I put this one here, then it would be like going full circle, but I didn't think of that. But yeah, this one turned out really cute. I don't even use shadows in this one. I just kind of went for it. So that was really nice. Oh, here we have that same first model again. Here I used a little bit of gray that one blended in. It looks like a light blue. I guess I used that for some shadow purposes. Here I did them in black and I was like, I feel like I'm not taking up enough space, so I just did them in different colors as well. And you can still see them all. Plus I kind of like the collage look. Here I didn't even try with this one. I just kind of wanted to get the shape down. And here I didn't even do any shadows, I just did lines. Here we have a similar concept. Here I did this one with pen. I tried to stay loose with this one, you can see here. It didn't really work out. And then on the other page, I did a few more drawings. Here are a few more very simple ones. I didn't bother with the black this time. I just went straight in with the lines and then some shadows. Here's some more. This one I just did in black and then shadows. So I stopped having to do the whole outlining thing. I just went right into it. Ooh, I really like this one. I like the shape of this one. Here I'm trying to get a little bit more carefree with the lines. So see, the proportions are off, but I didn't really care because I just wanted to practice not caring a little bit. Oh, here, I love this page. This is with my left hand. And when I did it with my left hand, I realized how loose I got with my left hand versus how tightly I drew with my right hand. So you can see that the lines are shaky, but it still looks nice. You know, like it's just very flowy and free, and I really like that. Oh, this page is even better. I love this one. Like, look at these. These are my left hand as well. I like the shaky properties of it. So now I try to start with my left hand to just let loose a little bit, and then I go in with my right hand. And this is left hand blind continuous line drawing. So I wasn't looking at the page, I was looking at the reference photo, and this is kind of how they ended up. Here we have another left hand page. Here we have my right hand again. This was my attempt after doing my left hand to see if I could get more loose. So here you can kind of see me just not even doing any shadows, just going in with the lines, trying to follow through here. Here I messed up a little bit, but it's fine. This you can see me do in a sketchbook session. I recorded the next few pages. This is from that website I was talking about. Here my marker at this point was starting to die, but I kind of like the texture it gives the shadows, you see? Very nice. I really like this page. This one turned out so cute. So the website has a variety of different models and poses and stuff, but I end up doing the ones that are black and white. I'll to focus more on the values, and so I don't get confused looking at the color. The same session. This was also recorded. I really like these two. I really love this one. I like the shape of this one. I was a lot more carefree with this. This one's really cute too. Her light kind of peeps off the page. It's okay. But I really, really love this one. I was trying to be more confident with my lines. I just kind of see where I was going ahead of time. So before making the stroke, I was like, okay, where do I want it to end? Where do I want it to follow through? And I messed up a little bit here. I covered it up with a shadow. But that was my attempt at trying to just be comfortable and confident with my lines. I don't know what this is supposed to be. And then this is probably from the website as well, because I don't recognize these models. Here you can see that my marker is just fully dying. It's not even working anymore. Oh, here's the first model again. Here I just went in with black, and then because my marker's not working, I just like pressed really hard and did only a few areas of dark shadow. Here I just did them in black. Here was my attempt at the shadow, but the marker is just dead. It doesn't work anymore. I did some in the back with gray. Here's this fantastic drawing. So great, so amazing. And here I did the shadows in black because the marker was dead. So I just did this one, I just did the shadows fully in black. This is from the website. And this is the last page where I just did another one of the website on the back. And yeah, that's the end of this sketchbook. This is the first sketchbook that I've ever finished in my entire life, actually. I'm gonna go through all my sketchbooks in another video, but I'm really proud of myself for finishing the sketchbook. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope this has been helpful. See you next time.